Today we're talking about things you need to know before becoming a travel agent. I'm going to give you all the scoop on things they're not telling you, also pros and cons about being a travel agent or travel advisor in today's environment, and also some things you should absolutely do to prepare. If that sounds like fun, keep on watching. That's what we're doing on the show today. All right, guys, don't forget to take a moment, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell here on YouTube. We bring you amazing content every single week, and I don't want you to miss a thing. If you're new here, I'm Cyndi Williams. I'm the CEO and founder of Wanderlust Campus. We help people just like you learn how to launch, grow, and supersize your travel businesses. You can find all of our information over at travelschool.com. But today we're talking about things you need to know before becoming a travel agent or travel advisor. By the way, those names are interchangeable. It just depends on how you want to use them. But I want to start by talking about the things that they don't tell you. I think a lot of this information, we have a little bit of gatekeeping that happens in the industry, and there's a lot of great marketing. I know you're super excited. You're like, yes, I've been following Cyndi's Instagram. I want to go on a cruise every single month. I want to visit Disney all the time. I want to fly off and be a jet setter. I know the lifestyle looks amazing, but I want you to take a beat, take a deep breath, because it's really enticing, and it's really easy to get kind of tied up into the excitement of doing it and jumping into something that's not perfect for you early on. So a few of the things that they're not telling you. First of all, there are multiple ways to get started in the industry. You can be what's called an independent agent, which means you're earning 100% of your income. You get commission checks from travel suppliers, and you're basically set up as an independent entity, not working or contracting for anyone else. Now, there's pros and cons, and I've done other videos on each of these setup types. In fact, I'm going to give you a free resource here in a second that will help you kind of decide which is best for you, because there's no wrong answers. It just depends on what your goals are and how you want to get started. So independent is one choice. You can also contract for an agency. Now, I'm putting emphasis on the word contract because I want you to understand in today's environment how our industry works. You are not an employee when you work for an agency. You are a contractor, and there's a lot of things I'm going to get into today so you really understand what does that mean to be a contractor versus a traditional employee setup. You can also work for a call center. Now, in that case, you may actually be an employee. So some of the different things, contractor versus employee, will be a little bit different. And then some people take what's called a hybrid approach. They start with one of the other setups, but then they kind of graduate away from being a contractor with an agency, and then they go independent eventually. So I want to tell you guys, we have a free masterclass that goes into greater detail. This is one of the things, there's nothing to sell here. We don't hire agents. This is to go through understanding what each of those setups are, the pros, the cons, so you can kind of figure out what might be best for you and match yourself based on your goals. And that really is the theme of today. Whatever I'm teaching you and how we help our students at Wanderlust Campus is always give them the advice that is in their best interest based on how they tell us they want to run their day-to-day, how they want to be a travel agent, or how they want to run their travel business. So that masterclass will help you a lot. I'll also link it in the video comments. It's about an hour class, but it really will help you take that, just pause a moment in your excitement and really give you the scoop on the different setup types you can help so you can start. Most important thing though in that process is figure out what your goals are. That's really, really important. The next thing is understand our industry is way more complicated than you realize. I know you're seeing the Instagram feeds, right? So you're following along. You're seeing the fun stuff. You're seeing the highlight reel, right? Understanding the work that goes in behind the scenes, understanding all the things that need to happen to get to the place of being a highly profitable travel advisor or business owner. From A to Z, there's a lot of steps in between. So remember to take that beat and understand that your process is most important. And it is also important to understand when you decide you're going to be a travel agent, travel advisor in today's environment, you are a business owner, right? I know you guys are in that kind of aspiring phase. You're thinking about, how do I set up? What should I do? But you are a business owner. It doesn't matter which of these setups that you pick, with the exception of working for a call center. If you're going to go work for American Express or AAA, remember, you're going to make lower income. You're going to have to work on their schedule, but that would be more of an employee type situation. Most people are looking for that freedom. They want to work from home. They want to work while they travel. So most of you are looking for that kind of independence. You want that life you're seeing on the highlight reel on Instagram. But just understand that means you're also a business owner, and that's a big responsibility. So making sure that you do all the steps in a way where it protects you and your business is really important. So I talked about the difference between employee and contractor. I kind of mentioned that earlier. I want to talk now about when you are potentially hosting or contracting with another agency. So when you're in that type of setup, you have to know there is no structured required formal training that you are going to be given. Now, the reason for that is not just because a host doesn't want to give it to you. It's because they can't give it to you. In the regulations for I-9 contractor employees, they cannot require you to do a formal training program. As a contractor, it is your responsibility, surprise, surprise, to train yourself. So a lot of times they'll say, yes, we have training, but what they really mean is they're going to invite suppliers in and they're going to make some things available, but there's not a lot of structure, there's not a lot of formality, and it certainly is not required. And also, if they are creating programs to be available for you, you also have to understand there's going to be a slant on making sure that their goals are being met, not necessarily in alignment with whatever your personal goals are for growing your business. So it's really hard when you get started at the beginning. It feels like a 5,000 piece puzzle that someone, or Lego set, let's say a 5,000 piece Lego set someone dumps on your desk, and it's like, okay, you want to be a travel agent? Put this thing together. And it can feel that way. So don't be surprised by the fact that you have to train yourself. Now, there are some other solutions you can do that. I really recommend considering a certification, and this is for a few reasons. Yes, full transparency, Wanderlust Campus, we certify travel agents at all different levels in the travel industry, all the way from starter agents all the way through coaches and agency owners. So we're very familiar with the different training models that work in the different areas. But even if you're not going through us, no judgment there. A couple of things you want to keep in mind. You want to make sure that you're not getting taken advantage of, right? If you're working under or contracting under someone else, sometimes the advice might be good. Sometimes the advice might be in their best interest. Not saying that it always is, because there's great hosts out there as well, but they're always going to skew a little bit to what's best for their company, right? Because you're contracting for them. So how do you get that real scoop? When you're earning a certification, you're going to get the real scoop on the industry. You're going to really understand how it works so you can't get taken advantage of. You're also going to have that confidence and that in the new skills that you're building. You immediately have two jobs as a new travel agent. You have to learn, how the heck do I become a travel agent? How do I book travel for others? And also you have to learn how to be a business owner. So putting those two things together, that 5,000 piece Lego set, it's much, much easier when you have an instruction manual. What I mean by that is certification is going to give you step by step how to set those things up, and also having the guidance of people who've been there before that are all working in your best interest. So think about that, whether it's through Wanderlust Campus or not. I just want you to make a choice that's going to set you up for success. All right, the next thing that they don't tell you when you're signing up under come contract for this agency or pick our setup or whatever the case is, you're responsible for your tech stack. What do I mean by that? There are a million different technical solutions out there, and just like a company can't tell a contractor how to train themselves, how to prepare, what formal training, they cannot require specific tech for you. Now, some of them may have an area where you have to report your commission so you can get paid. That's very normal, and that's usually provided to you. However, how you're going to do things like a CRM, a customer relationship management tool, automation tools that you might want to set up in your business, your workflows, your legal documentation, how you're going to automate those processes. There are a bunch of different setups. Some work better than others, and dependent on the niches that you sell, how you want to run your business, how automated that you want to make it, there are different options in putting that tech stack together. You're going to have to figure that out. All right, the next one, and actually let me say, in kind of summarizing everything, I don't want to discourage you. I know this is a lot of information, but aren't you glad you know it in advance so you can make a decision? Maybe this career is right for you, maybe it's not. But if you are starting in this industry, I will say, I don't want to discourage you. I have been in the industry for over 30 years. I started when I was 19 years old. It has been a lifetime of amazing trips, amazing adventures. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So the good news is travel advisors, travel agents are so in demand right now. Everybody's converting to using a skilled travel professional, and I think that that's really promising, but you just have to prepare so you're ready to guide those clients through and to service them to the best of your ability. And you want to make sure that you are feeling good about that and you're feeling confident. It's a very fulfilling career. And yes, there's still travel perks, there's still fam trips. 2 of my team members right now are heading out on free fam trips. I've gotten invited at least 4 to 5 times in the last month. And I have 3 kids. We're moving this year to Florida, so I couldn't take any of them, so I'm so bummed about that. But normally, yes, that stuff does exist. But in order to be offered fam trips and perks and discounts, you do have to do the work. You do have to be a profitable travel advisor, that you're proving to the suppliers that you are making an impact to their brand. Then all those freebies will come. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you today. I promised I was going to give you a couple free things that you can do. We already talked about the masterclass. Again, I'm going to link that down below. Please take this. This will save you a lot of time, energy, and it will really help you make good decisions and figure out how to match yourself so it makes sense. The other thing I would recommend you do is visit travelschool.com. That's where you can find all of the Wanderlust campus information. We have an area that is called resources where you can pull all of our free resources. We have blog articles. We have a partner portal that you can sign up for free. We have lots of little downloads that will really help you in this kind of aspiring phase that you're in right now to figure out what is best for you. And last but not least, consider Careers on Vacation. This is our certification program. This is the one where we have hundreds and hundreds of 5-star reviews, hundreds and hundreds of video case studies showing you how we help people just like you in this beginning stage of understanding the industry, and we actually match you with the best fit. So we have career placement available that will help you match with the host if you choose to do that, or we will even teach you how to be an independent agent. You can pick the path that's right for you. We have different learning paths, but the important thing is you're earning that industry recognized certification. You're working with real people. These are instructor-led classes, as well as getting full access to Wanderlust campus for the lifetime of the program, which is where we have tools, resources, all kinds of goodies for you as well. So definitely check that out. You can visit us at careersonvacation.com/ready now. I'll link that down below as well, but that's where you can apply just to chat with the enrollment team. It is not a sales call. We really just want to understand, what are your goals? What are you hoping to accomplish as you start the industry? And if it's a match to get certified, then we'll give you information on how to apply for the program. If not, that's okay too. We're still going to give you some great advice. But either way, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you to kind of understand a little bit more about how our industry works, take you on kind of a peek behind the curtain. And listen, I'm going to be back next week with some more great content. So I wish you so much love, so much abundance wherever you are in the world. Bye, guys. Have you been thinking about becoming a travel advisor and you just don't know where to get started? Well, I'm so glad you found this video. I feel like it's a sign, because this month, May of 2024, we are doing a free 5-day grape soda challenge. And the purpose of the challenge is to help you get clarity on how would you get into the travel industry? Where would you even get started? Is it even for you? All those answers will be revealed by participating in the free challenge. You can visit us at wanderlustceo.com/grapesoda to register for the challenge. And the best part is, at the end of the challenge, you get to come to a live session with me where I'm going to answer all of your questions about getting started in the industry. The whole challenge is sponsored by Wanderlust Campus, the #1 provider of travel professional education in the travel industry. Why wouldn't you do it? If you've been following this channel for a while, now's your time. Here's your sign. I'll see you guys over at the challenge.